Alright, welcome back to another video at CB Racing. So today I'm going to show you how to clean an oiled or dry air filter, reusable air filter. So first thing we need to do is remove it. If you have a Mark 7 like mine, you're just going to take some T25 torque screws, pull it out all the way around, lift up, and it'll pop right out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a shop vac or a vacuum and get a lot of this bigger stuff from the inside. You can kind of see some of the buildup and bugs. There he is. And stuff from the inside. So we're going to take a vacuum and get that stuff out, and then we're going to use a cleaner and spray it down and then wash it out. So first thing I'm going to do is take a vacuum cleaner and run it through all these rings. So I picked up this shop vac pretty cheaply. It's a really small little guy. I'll put the link in the description below. But I have this end for it that's tiny that I use for detailing. And also I use it for this. So. Alright, so what I usually do after that is just take a small toothbrush and go through each one to get anything loose that may still be in there. Run the vacuum cleaner through it again, because you can kind of see there's some stuff in the corners still. So as I said, there's still some stuff in the corners, but if I take a toothbrush, usually I like to have a little skinnier one, but and then just kind of go through each one of these, it's going to really pick out a lot of the dust and stuff that's in here. Okay, so I'm just going to run the vacuum cleaner back through it, and then we'll go squirt it down. I'm going to use K&N Air Filter Cleaner. I'm using an AFE Dry Filter, but any cleaner will really work. Just make sure the chemicals aren't that much different from the manufacturer one. So, just going to take it and spray it. I'm going to spray it pretty good. This is definitely a cleaner, so you want to keep it away from your eyes, and you want to make sure that you're spraying it pretty liberally on the entire cleaner, and you can kind of see it's already starting to take a lighter. So you're going to spray it on each side, and you're going to allow it to soak for about 10 minutes. The 10 minutes is going to be, you're not going to want to let it dry, so make sure you do not let this dry on the filter. So again, pretty liberally. We're going to let it soak for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to run it under some low pressure water. So I'm going to use it under my sink, but something low pressure is where it should be used. So you can kind of see already the dirt coming out of it. It's pretty brown. So you just want to, again, soak it pretty good, and then we'll see the rest of it. But you can see it's pretty dirty. So okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take it in a sink. We're going to get some, not too much pressure, just to rinse this stuff out. So we're going to rinse it out the clean side through. So whatever side was facing your intake system, which is the clean side, like mine sits in like this, the air comes up from underneath through here into my intake system. That's the side you're going to want to spray it through. Do not spray it through the other side, because all the dirt you're trying to get out of it is going to go through. So we're going to kind of go like this, and as you can see, there's a lot of brown stuff coming out of it. so that's a good thing. So basically we're just going to continue to run water through this until we get all of the chemical out. So basically just run water through until all the chemical's out of it. And then we're going to let it dry. I usually let mine dry for about 24 hours, so I do this closer to nighttime. It's kind of up to you, but that's usually what I've found to be the easiest way, that dries out really well, and I'm able to put it back in the morning and not have any problems. You don't want to put this thing back in wet. You can also suck it out with a vacuum or throw it up in the air a whole bunch of times to get all the water out. All those methods take a little while. I like to let mine air dry. Shake it out to the best of your ability, and then like I said, I usually let mine air dry. I'm probably going to use a fan and put it in front of it, because that's usually the quickest way. If it was sunnier out, I would definitely leave it outside. So yeah, we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to put it back in. If you have an oiled filter, you're going to want to use whatever oil is recommended for your specific filter, and then just re-oil it. This is a dry filter, so mine doesn't use any oil, and then you're going to want to put it back in your car. Thanks.
Thanks for watching CB Racing. Click that bell down below and subscribe to our channel and give us a big thumbs up. Bye!